All right, we're live. You can probably hear the window and the chimes. I got my window open. Well, not my window, but the blinds. But yeah, I'm live for like the first time in a minute. It's been 2 weeks. Um, been watching some stuff, and I just wanted to get on real quick and talk about some more things that I've been noticing and kind of I don't want to say upsetting. It's just it's there, and it's like, oh, here we go again. So um yeah, what I want to talk about is, holy crap, I've been doing YouTube for a year now. What I want to talk about is definitely some things that I've noticed about both companies. um the two big ones, you should know, which is WWE and AEW. Well, I want to get my thoughts on both of them, and what you know I've been noticing a lot of with both of them, and I want to just get a little bit out of the way, because like I've been noticing a lot of the same things with both companies, and you know to some it might not, some people might not care, so it's like, all right, if you don't care, then it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and like be like, oh, whatever. It's just, you know, um, just some things that I've noticed. Um, so for starters, I'll go at WWE first. It's pretty much everyone thinks I'm probably a WWE mark, but I'll go to WWE first. What I've noticed a lot, what WWE's been doing a lot, and it's aggravating to watch sometimes, is that they use the same exact people every single Raw, SmackDown, you know, NXT, they'll throw some new people in there once in a while. But it's just the same people. And I'm like, bruh, like, I understand storyline's a thing, but like, where's my boy Ricochet? Where's my boy Buddy? Where's my boy Alistair? Where's like all these young up and coming talent that like you promise would be all right, but then it ends up not being that case. You say, oh yeah, they'll be all right, then they're just forgotten, and it's very aggravating to sit there and watch a Raw for 3 hours, and it's the same exact people, and I'm like, can someone get a bone? Like, can someone, can it be different? Can somebody, step up, or can someone not? Can the writers or someone just do something and like make something, you know, good, cool, or entertaining? Because sometimes Raw can be entertaining, SmackDown's always entertaining. Um, it's just it can be annoying. Um, like when you're watching it and it's just same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing, and then you got SmackDown, who it focuses more on you know the different sides and everything. So it's like, okay, that's cool. And SmackDown, at least, you can watch it and you can be like, oh yeah, I'm entertained by this. You're entertained every week by SmackDown. And sometimes SmackDown can be like, that was questionable, but it is what it is. It's Raw, you got a lot more. Why did they do that? Why is this guy still on the TV? Why is this guy here? Where's Keith Lee? I know he's hurt, but like, where's Keith Lee been? Where's Ricochet? Where's like all these upcoming talents? Like the only one who's getting spotlight is Damian Priest, and even that, it's kind of like, oh, he's with Bad Bunny. It's like it's taking his spot, but he's with Bad Bunny. It's like, but why? Like, why can't you just let these young talent come in, or not even young talent, new talent, whatever you want to call these guys, the NXT guys, let them come up, let them do what they're supposed to do, because a lot of them, they don't know who they are, because it's not a lot of people watch NXT. So like when a Gargano comes up, everyone's like, who the heck is that guy? You know, you got like a whole bunch of people like, oh my God, it's Gargano. Holy crap, he's on Raw, he's on SmackDown. And everyone's like, how do you know? He's like, do you not watch NXT? He's like, no. It's like, what? Why don't you watch NXT? Like, I don't understand the same people who say, I'd watch NXT if it wasn't on the network. It's not on the network, and like, I guarantee you, like, half the people that said that still don't watch it. I'm like, bro, like, watch NXT. If you want to get entertained with good story and like good stuff, watch NXT. Watch SmackDown. Don't watch Raw. At this point, I've tried to save this brand. I didn't watch Raw last week, and apparently it was a decently good Raw. They need to make Raw 2 hours like everything else. Just make Raw 2 hours. Get the people that you know that you can get, the storylines and everything. Because like if you just focus on storyline, then I'm fine with it. But Raw, it's all over the freaking place. You got Randy Orton puking up black stuff. You got freaking Ali pinning Riddle, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm so confused a little bit. Like, if you miss a Raw, it's like, oh, what happened? If you don't keep up with it, like if you don't look on Instagram, follow people that like post stuff about it, you're sitting there like, what the frick is this? Why is this man U.S. champion? Why is this guy WWE champion? What happened? Where's Drew? What's going on? Where's Sheamus? Like, when did them two start getting into a feud? It's like they gotta continue. They gotta do this, and I'm a fan of that rivalry, by the way. But they gotta like have it to where like you have to have those people in that rivalry. That's fine. Randy Orton, Alexa Bliss, and Fiend, Sheamus and Drew, Bobby Lashley, and whoever he's gonna be feuding with, and then put some new people on. Like the way that they use Miz, why aren't you using Miz like that for a Damian Priest or Ricochet or someone like that can get a big win off of him? A big win. Like he was just WWE champion. If Damian Priest pins him, he just pinned a former champion. If Ricochet pins him, that's a big thing for Ricochet. If Ali pins him, like use your guys. Use Retribution. But don't have them lose to New Day every single week on Raw. It's like, okay, New Day's going to win. Have them beat New Day. Have New Day put over the new talent. You know, have the new tag team talent. Because, again, me and Dick Everhard looked up their tag team division. Like I said, there's 8 or 10 tag teams on both, all together, on both Raw and SmackDown combined. That's not good. You know, that'd be fine if you had one title, but they don't. That's the problem. Get rid of both tag team titles. Have one combined title. Keep your world championships, your mid-card championship, but put tag teams together because you don't got a lot of tag teams. Even if you start forming a whole bunch of new ones, there's not a lot of tag teams. So just get one tag team belt and have, honestly, they should have Hurt Business against the Dirty Dogs, and whoever wins that is tag team champions, which should be the Hurt Business, in my opinion. I don't really care for Rude and Ziggler as a tag team. I really haven't since they've been a team on forever, it seems like. But it's like, bro, like, let Robert Roode be a single star. You know, have like these guys like Ziggler and Miz put over these other guys because, you know, they've done everything. Miz has been a world champion. He's the first. Miz is the only person to be a 2-time Grand Slam champion. Let the man put over some talent. Let Ziggler put over talent. You know, let these some kind, like, if you're not gonna let Orton do it, then let the Miz do it or let Ziggler do it. But I'm pretty sure Orton will do it. Orton has been doing it. If you think about it, he's been losing nonstop. because of the Fiend situation. All I gotta say, when they bring him back, he better not be looking like a burnt crisp Fiend. My friend Hunter said the coolest thing they could do is, I think it was Hunter and Tyler. They both said the coolest thing they could do with him, bringing him back, is have a Fiend like half and half, like half of this, like half of the face of the Fiend, half of the face of Bray, half of the Fiend stuff, half of Bray stuff, have the eye contacts, something cool like that. It's like, holy crap, you look different and you look scary. What are you? What's going on? Like, do that. Not have him come back and be like a burnt crispy Fiend, calling the burnt crispy boy. And it's just like that, like that's the main issue, I think, with. It's always nice to hear people talk to themselves for a long time, for a long while. Yeah, pretty much, Junebug, pretty much. Always talking to myself. It is what it is. But it's like they do the same stuff. Like, that's the main thing with, I think, Raw and kind of SmackDown. NXT is kind of just, they're doing their own thing. They're literally making NXT like their own third brand. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But it's like, Then they say kind of like, but interesting. But like, what? It's just they use the same people, and it's like, bruh, let's shake it up. Let's throw an Aleister Black in an IC picture and have him win it, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, what? Have Ricochet win the US title? Like, what? Have as long as you don't answer yourself, because then I have to call a nice man in the white coat. So, oh boy, I don't want to go there. You would send Nate there; he'd probably love it. He'd probably see all of his friends there. But it's like you do this, do that, shake it up a little bit. That's the one thing I'll give AEW sometimes. AEW will do that. They'll shake some things up. They'll throw a guy in here. They'll throw a guy in there. They'll throw a guy here. It's like, yes, do that. Even if they don't win, they still look good and they still look freaking fantastic. Like, they don't look weak. And I think another thing I would get on, like, just like Raw about, like I said, make it 2 hours. Stop using the same people. Focus on the storylines. Don't go one storyline and then curve this way to go to another storyline. It's like if Sheamus and Drew are fighting, and then Bobby Lashley just popped out, and then Drew's in 2 robberies at the same time. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's like, no. But SmackDown's always entertaining. I don't really got a complaint for SmackDown that much. I guess tag teams, they do kind of use the same people sometimes over and over. Like, you don't ever see... You've seen Buddy for the first time in a minute. You never see Aleister. You never see all these other guys that are on SmackDown. But it keeps you entertaining because of what Roman's doing, what Big E's doing with Apollo. Apollo's interesting, There's a lot of interesting things on SmackDown. With Raw, best thing on Raw is Drew and Sheamus, hands down. And Hurt Business when they want to be good. That's it. Like, I could miss Raw for a month and be perfectly fine with you. But SmackDown, it's like, oh, it's Friday. I can't wait to watch SmackDown. I can't wait to watch the A show, the good show, the fantastic show. So then, that's what I got for WWE. That's what the one thing I'd say, like, switch it up, give some people chances. Honestly, if you're not going to send people back to NXT, you're not going to use them, make another show. Put it on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Like, I mean, they already got NXT UK, I think, on Thursdays. You got SmackDown, you got Raw. Freaking, well, not Saturday or something. I don't know. Put it on a day and then have, like, your younger guys build up. Put them on there, have them be built up, and then they go to a Raw or SmackDown. Then they get built up more, and boom. But they don't do that. So that's my biggest thing with WWE. I would say with AEW now, since I got WWE out the way, because I know people be like, you're just a WWE merc. No, I love wrestling. I give AEW its props. But there is one thing AEW needs to stop doing that a lot of people are getting ticked off with that I see, and it's like, okay, why do they keep doing this? Cody said we're not going to sign every WWE guy. They have signed 95% of WWE guys. That's some BS right there. You're going to sit there and say, we're not going to sign all of them, but then you do. You've signed a Big Show. You've signed Christian. You've signed freaking... What up, whore? You signed Christian. You signed Big Show. You signed Sting. You've signed all these older WWE guys. For Moxley, you've signed like all these guys. And it's like, but you said you weren't going to sign him. Moxley, I can understand because it's Dean Ambrose. That's a good name. Sting, I can a little bit understand, but his age is a big question. And then Christian? Like, I've heard so many things that WWE gave Christian a deal, Christian didn't want it, and then they were like, well, we can give you another deal. Then AEW called him and said, we'll give you this deal, and he took the AEW deal. I'm like, but why? Did this man call me a whore? No, whore boy. No, we just said that you enjoyed the white coats to see all your friends. But it's like, you say you're not going to sign all these WWE guys, but then yet when a WWE guy gets released, you immediately are interested in signing. Like, go let him go to New Japan or Impact or something. But even with Impact, you're freaking working with Impact. And you're working with New Japan. So either way, Cody just straight up lied there once saying, oh, we're not going to sign every WWE guy. You're guaranteed signing every WWE guy because when they get released, they're either going to Impact, which you're working with, or New Japan that they're working with, or they're signing with you. Another thing that bothers me with AEW is the fact that they are not doing good with their world title. I'm going to be the first one to say, Jericho having it, all right, that was fine. All right, Jericho having it, that's fine. Get the title out there, get the name out there. Moxley having it, again, fine. Get the title out there, get the name out there. You know, you had two former WWE guys win the title. That's fine. Then you had Omega win it. I'm like, all right, that's good. Finally, an AEW guy wins the AEW title. But now he's going to feud with Christian Cage. Why? Another WWE guy. Why? Why is it that they can't get a WWE guy I mean, it's much easier to use a star that's already been established on a major platform and get more notoriety rather than create a new star. I get that. I understand that. But Moxley and Omega are some of the best world champions. I'm not commenting on that. You know how I feel about Moxley. Omega's been... I like Omega's reign, but I don't like how they keep bringing in... It was like... Okay, so you remember how Jinder's reign was and how he always had the Singh brothers take his abuse? It's like the same thing as if they're using the Good Brothers. To me, at least. But at least Omega's entertaining. Jinder did what he did, and it was a good title run with Jinder. Same thing with Omega. He's having a good title run. Moxley, Jericho, yeah. Moxley, Nate, it's just how I am. Like with his world championships, they're just not that good to me. Him chasing after it, that's the money. But again, like you said, it is easy to use a star, but what are you going to do when you run out of stars? That's my thing with AEW. It's like start building up those other guys so that they can be that next star, because like their world title picture has been nothing but old WWE guys, and it's like we need something new. Like we need more AEW guys. We need MJF. We need Hangman Page thrown in there. We need these guys. we don't like if Matt like here's the thing, if Matt Hardy would have went straight after that title, I would have been furious, and then Christian went after, I would have been even more furious. And if freaking somehow Big Show goes after, I'm gonna be more furious. It's like, bruh, it's smart. Don't get me wrong, it's smart. But if you are like a loyal thing to them and you've been supporting them since like day one, you are gonna get annoyed if all they do is use WWE talent. It's like if WWE bought Impact and Impact guys were just going after WWE World Championships. Like, bro, like what? What's going on here? Or New Japan guys. You know what I'm going at with this. It is, they have that star factor, like you said, which is good. But, you need to start building up the Hangman Page, the Darby Allins, the Ryan Cage, that big tall dude, I can never think of his freaking name. Scorpion Sky. The hardest, they have a lot of young talent that they need to get built up. So that's when the older guys retire. They'll have some to replace. I think Jungle Boy will be a great. Yes, start building Jungle Boy. I swear, if they start doing that, he's gonna break the mold of only the big men can hold a world title. Thank you. I want him as world champion. I want him and Luchasaurus as tag team champions. I want something with Jungle Boy. Put something on Jungle Boy. Like, that's the thing I'm trying to explain is it's the same thing with WWE. It's the same thing with every big promotion. They feed, but then they never pull a trigger on someone. It's like, why aren't you building Darby Allin? Why aren't you building Jungle Boy? Why aren't you building Luchasaurus? Like, why aren't you building these guys up? Like, why isn't Pac a world champion or the TNT champion? Why is he going after the tag team titles? Granted, he's a team with Rey Fenix, but that's where his brother, his real life brother, would be more of a thing. Pentagon Jr. Like, why aren't them a tag team and Pac going after like the single thing? Like, and their name, Death Triangle, is stupid. Inner Circle, a dumb name. I like the faction. But like, they just need to like start building up these younger guys to have that world championship stuff. Because like, if you throw in like Eddie Kingston, Jungle Boy, like all these guys. What I love about Jungle Express is they nail why I love wrestling back in the day. Their characters and they're entertaining, and they know how to actually. Yes, exactly. That's why I love them too. They nail their character. Luchasaurus is one of my favorite characters. I want to make a video one day about why wrestling went from actual wrestling to simulated combat. It kind of did. If you think about it, like there's like not like those, like you said, big characters anymore. It's just, oh, it's Kenny Omega. Oh, it's Jon Moxley. Oh, it's Seth Rollins. Oh, it's Roman Reigns. It's just, it's just their name, and then that's who they are. It's like they're like, I agree. Like, I wish there was like, that's why I like them so much, is that they're not that goofy character that I hate. They're that like, okay, I'm gonna play this character. It's like how your character is. You play your character, and it's not goofy anymore. Even when it was goofy, it was so good. You play your character and you do what you gotta do with it. They play their character. They do what they gotta do. What they gotta do with it. That's why I love their characters. Why I love your character. It's why I love, like, honestly, Roman. His character has been improving so much with this head of the table stuff. It's just something with me with AEW that I want them to fix. It's just, start building up these guys instead of having a WWE guy come in and go, I'm going to be number one contender. Like, that's the same thing we get mad with Goldberg and Brock Lesnar and everything else. You get mad, like, people that criticize WWE, although Roman and Seth are characters now I love their gimmick. Seth's gimmick is kind of still with me. His Messiah gimmick I wish would have ended. Like, it's still kind of meh, but I still like it. It's all right to me. All right, I'll see you when you come over. But like with the Jungle Express, it's just so fun. I wish NXT would have got Lucha. Luchasaurus. I wish they would have capitalized him. That was something that Triple H didn't do, and I feel like Triple H is biting himself, kicking himself in the butt for that. But like, I just want something different with AEW and WWE combined. Like, I'm tired of seeing, like I said, you weren't here earlier, but I said WWE what they need to work on is making Raw 2 hours, making Raw less chaotic, and having things go all over the place. Stop having the same people on every freaking Raw, SmackDown, and throw in a monkey wrench when they cut off Luchasaurus' horn. Oh no, I forgot about that. I was like, no, you bastards, don't do that. But like, that's what I said about WWE. Like, make Raw 2 hours. Stop having Raw being chaotic. Stop using the same people on both Raw and SmackDown. Throw in a monkey wrench. Like, Big E comes back tomorrow. He says, Apollo, I'll deal with you later. I want to have an open challenge. Raw is a tired, old format. It really is. But like, Big E comes back. He's like, Apollo, I'll deal with you later. I want to have an open challenge. Out comes freaking Aleister Black and beats him for the IC title. Or out comes Buddy, beats him for the IC title. It's like, what? You can literally predict the whole show most of the time. Yes, you freaking can. That's the sad thing. Like, I did watch Raw. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch all of it. I watched the Sheamus and Drew match. And I was like, thank you for actually entertaining me for however long it was. You two deserve a cookie. Everyone else get better. It's so boring sometimes. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, Ali's doing all right. Retribution kind of sucks because they don't know what to do with them, so they have them lose to New Day nonstop. New Day's beating people. It's like, bruh, what? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm so confused. And then SmackDown's entertaining. We all agree on that. SmackDown, it comes on and goes off. Like, wow, that was fast. But SmackDown has that same problem. They don't use half their roster. Like, where's Buddy? Where's like the two main guys I want to see is obviously Buddy Murphy or and Aleister Black. I want them to show up and do something with them. Do not make them a tag team, for crying out loud. They already did it with Buddy. Now they need to do it with Aleister. Like I said, best thing they could do is have Big E have an open challenge tonight saying, I'll deal with you later, Apollo. Out comes Aleister, beats Big E, wins the IC title. Apollo and Big E feud. Without the title, Big E wins the feud probably. And then Apollo goes after Aleister. Aleister beats him. And then Aleister and Big E have a banger match. Boom. I wish they would do more conception for Retribution. And yes, I agree with that. And it's just, and that's what I was saying earlier about WWE and what I'm talking about with AEW. It's like, it has that same pattern where every Wednesday it's the same guys, but it's like, it's still entertaining. It's like SmackDown, but I watch NXT, so I watch it today. And I'm like, okay, this is entertaining, but it's the same people. The Inner Circle, the Death Triangle, the Young Bucks, the Kenny Omega, the Jon Moxley, the Eddie Kingston. It's like, shake it up. Throw a monkey wrench in there. Throw someone in there that no one would expect. And it's like, holy crap, where'd this guy come from? Like, that's all I want to see. And one thing I want to see after Christian is going to get beat by Omega, which we all know is going to happen, is Omega to defend that title against an AEW guy like a Darby Allin or Scorpion Sky or someone different, because I'm just getting sick and tired of seeing, and it's the same thing with Goldberg and Lesnar or any old WWE legend, that they come in, they go straight to the title, and they get it what they want. I hate it when Brock does it. I hate it when Goldberg does it. I hate it when Christian did it just now, because Christian just came out and automatically is number one contender. Moxley did it, but Moxley won it. Well, Moxley kind of worked for it, then he won it, so I can't blame Moxley for that. But stop copying the other company. Do what you want to do, but do it better. That's the one thing I'm trying to get with AEW. Like, you guys are good. Do it better. WWE, do it better. Step up every single week. Just keep stepping up a ladder. Instead of you're climbing this ladder, it feels like they're climbing, but then they start to fall and they just fall all the way back down. And they start climbing again, they fall back down. It's like, keep climbing, do something crazy, do a freaking crazy match on Raw, do a crazy match on NXT, like they kind of did with Adam Cole and Finn Balor. Do a crazy match on SmackDown. Do a crazy match on Dynamite. Do a crazy match, whatever show's on. Like, just do something like, not even a crazy match. Just throw, like I said, a monkey wrench in there. Just throw a freaking monkey wrench in there and go, let everyone go, what? Like, where'd he come from? Where's this man been? Like, imagine if Aleister Black popped up on SmackDown. People would go, oh, Twitter would explode. Okay? Twitter would explode. Instagram would explode. Everything would explode. Same thing with Buddy. Well, they stuck Buddy. But just have someone pop up and be like, hey, what up? It's like, oh, shoot, where's you been for the past, like, seems like 6 months? And have him beat someone. Like, you can easily have Aleister come Black, have him feud with Corbin, beat Corbin, have him feud with Sammy, beat Sammy, have him feud with this guy, beat that guy, and have him feud with Big E, possibly have Big E beat him, and then have another feud with him, and then have Aleister win. Boom! I just booked Aleister's return like that. It's not rocket science. And the one thing I know that you'll agree with me, Horror Boy, is these writers are stupid. They have these Hollywood writers instead of actual wrestling fans in there. That's the one thing I want to just go in and just tell Vince, fire all your writers, get like 10 people that know wrestling, and build a Raw off of that. Don't change it last minute. Build a Raw off of that. Build a SmackDown off of that. You don't run NXT, so I can't say NXT. But build your Raw and build your SmackDown. Because you're doing something good on SmackDown, which you cannot copy for Raw for some reason. You do good on over here, but then you f up over here. It's like, what's going on here, bud? What's going on? But, you know, I still love both shows. I really do. As much as people say, oh, you hate AEW, I don't hate AEW. I hate their fans. Their fans are the most freaking... their fans are freaking zombies. Everything that they do, they'll say it's 5 stars. The fact that I've seen an AEW fan defend the ending of Revolution had me rolling. I started laughing. I was like, you cannot defend that. And if WWE did that, everyone would be on WWE's cheeks. It's just like one company can do everything right, but this one can't. It's like, nah, negative. They both can screw up. WWE can screw up. They can learn from it. There's been things that I don't like with WWE, but I'll say it. The one thing I remember was when Goldberg beat Fiend. That was the dumbest thing that they did. AEW. That monstrosity of an ending with Moxley versus Omega. And I'm not even a hardcore guy, but I was enjoying that match until that ending happened. That ending was awful. Was awful. I don't want to see anyone defend it. Even you, Tony. You defended it and you look dumb. You look dumb. I don't care. Yeah, what you said. WWE just needs to fix Raw. They fix Raw, they're fine. They get Raw situated, make Raw 2 hours, have like less chaotic stuff, focus on the story, which the weird thing is they focus on the stories, but it's just so freaking long. It's like, it's only 10 o'clock. SmackDown will be over right about now. SmackDown, just throw me an Aleister Black. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Just throw in an Aleister Black, I wouldn't Bo Dallas in there somewhere, too. Like, he hasn't been seen since 2019. Like, that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, have him pop up. Have who? Are you talking about Bobby and Ziggler? Bro, they haven't been on SmackDown in like 2 weeks, it seems like. I forget that they're a champion. And I was just talking about that. The way that they need to fix their tag team division is make one freaking belt for all the tag teams instead of having both a Raw and SmackDown tag team title. Because for the love of everything, having 10 tag teams combined is not going to do it. When you have the Hurt Business, who's at least showing up and beating people up, the Lucha House Party, the weird tag team of Matt and Riddle, not Matt and Matt Riddle, Matt and Jeff, which is not even a tag team anymore. And then you got SmackDown, you got the Street Profits, you got Rude and Ziggler, you got Otis and Chad, you got Ray and his son, and you got this new tag team forming of Corbin and Sammy. Bro, the tag team division and the women's division has got yes. Oh my god, let's let me talk about that real quick. SmackDown's is better. NXT has the best women's division, hands down. No one can tell me otherwise. Raw's women's division, I want to go over there and just smack them writers because you're freaking. I heard Asuka's hurt because of like she lost a tooth or something, so that's why she hasn't been there. But why do you keep using Charlotte in every single thing? It's like I don't want to see her. I don't want to see I want to see Mandy be a single star. I want to see Peyton Royce versus Asuka. I don't want to see Lacey Evans for a while. And then SmackDown, Sasha and Belair, their rivalry has been cringy because you think about it. What has the rivalry just been? I'm the Blueprint. I'm the EST. I'm this. I'm that. Who cares? That's the one thing I'll criticize with SmackDown. They did not build up their rivalry good at all. But SmackDown, at least you got freaking. Who is on SmackDown? I can't even think. SmackDown is really women's division. Besides, like the only thing I don't like is the fact that they keep jobbing the Riot Squad. And why is Shayna not a women's champion? Please, WWE, please put Nia back in NXT and put Shayna. Have Shayna win the Raw or SmackDown championship because I will love that. And Bayley is the most entertaining thing in all right now, and we crapped on her, and now I regret crapping on her because she took her character to the freaking moon. Freaking Bayley is the most entertaining one out of all of them. And Becky, when she comes back, I'll freaking be happy because at least she's back finally, and it's different. But I don't want to see her come back and win a title. No, she needs to work for that. And Charlotte, you need to take a freaking 7-month vacation. Because I'm already sick of you. Charlotte has the wrestling ability. Her promos are awful, but I'm tired. Bring Bayley back. Hashtag put the belt back on Bayley. Hashtag put the belt back on Bayley. Hashtag put the belt on Peyton Royce. Hashtag get rid of Charlotte for 6 months. Like, Charlotte has the wrestling ability. Don't get me wrong. But her promos are awful. I'm tired of seeing her thrown into everything. We don't need it unless she's going to freaking lose. And my woman is coming to Raw, and they better not screw her up, or I'm going to freaking storm to Connecticut, shove this remote up the writer's rear end, and say, you don't know how to write wrestling. Because Rhea Ripley is about to show up on Raw, and when she does, oh my good Lord, the women's division will be improved by a minute. But, WWE, fix your women's division, fix your Raw, fix your hour, too long Raw. AEW, stop having WWE guys come up and go after your title. Shake it up, throw some monkey wrenches in there. I'm not even going to comment on AEW's women's division because that's not existing, it seems like. Because that's even worse than Raws and SmackDowns. So fix your women's division. And don't ever do a barbed wire death match again. That's all I got. I will be seeing you whenever you decide to come over, Mr. Horror, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Nate, for watching. I know when he comes over, me and him will probably talk about some things. But thank you all for coming. Thank you, June, for being here for a little bit. Thank you again, Nate, for showing up and watching. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the future. See ya.